One of the biggest entertainers in the world is Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry told a lie on me. And that lie cost me 12 years of my career. 12. And I know that you work for that man. But as I told you before, and I'm going to say it again, until he fixes it, I will not stop, because that's how the monster is created. We're too afraid, we're too scared, we're too fearful that you're going to take something from me. So I'm just not going to say anything. Harvey Weinstein is where? He's in jail. Now, that's been going on for decades. But everybody said, let it go. Don't say nothing, which allowed that man to do more damage to women over the decades. As long as I can help it, I'm saying, Tyler Perry, you will not do this to another, as long as I can help it, because you told a lie. And you feel like you have the God complex, so I ain't got to fix it. Either you'll fix it in life or you'll be dealt with in death. It's totally up to you, but I'm not going nowhere. Oprah, I'm not going anywhere until y'all take accountability and fix it. Y'all messed with my livelihood, which messes with my family. Never would I do that to anyone. So until they fix it, I won't back down.
Did Tyler Perry try to fuck her or something and not put her on the road when she said no? Like, I'm lost. Like, what this is?
Why would you even start with that narrative?
He said Harvey
Weinstein. That's what he was on.
No. He said that she's difficult to work with, right?
Yeah, like he lied and said that in order to avoid giving her money
roles
and situations.
Well, let me just say this. First of all, I'm on Monique's side in this case because I feel like, like she did suffer. But what I will say is that if Tyler Perry told his truth, you can't get mad at him.
That's what I'm saying. To be mad about something 12 years later.
Like here's what I'm saying. Like saying you're difficult to work with, for me, is my opinion. Like, it's just like, you're difficult to work with me, but they might not be difficult to work with Toby.
But that wasn't his true opinion, and she got it.
How do you know she wasn't true opinion?
How do we know she wasn't a bitch to that nigga?
No, because she recorded the conversation that they had where he confessed to not doing that. But then when she said it on Shannon Sharp's show, he was like, well, you're wrong for recording. And it's like, well, we're missing the point here. He's saying that he lied, or, you know what I'm saying? He told the truth. So that's why she's not letting it up, because it's like, yo, you actually confessed to lying about it. Like, she's not difficult to
I feel like this is the point when you're going to somebody that you know doesn't fuck with you and you're trying to please fuck with me, get over it.
I tell you,
get over the shit. I'm tired of hearing about it.
I hate when people use one situation and make it feel like your whole life stopped because of that.
Yeah.
Well,
for her, it was kind of like that. Like, let's be clear. For her, it was kind of like that.
Monique been here before Tyler.
Monique is lit, though. She's still a lit comedian. She had the Monique show.
If she was supposed to, let's say, get $1 million, and he's the reason she didn't get $1 million, like,
then go get you another $1 million from someone else.
Monique been here before Tyler.
She's talking about the bigger problem in Hollywood.
Maybe she is difficult to work with.
Let's not bring y'all doing to Monique, to Rocky, what they do to Monique.
We ain't trying
Rocky. Just because the voice ain't loud don't mean that it doesn't matter. Go ahead, Rocky.
Go ahead, Rocky. My bad. This has been a big problem in Hollywood, like, especially with black women. It's like, when you don't care about our concerns, it's easy to just brush it off. So, and it's easy to say she's difficult to work with because that's the narrative they paint with us. So I'm saying I appreciate her because she's playing out the story. She's not like, oh, whatever, let me just leave it alone, because then it gets buried and he does it to someone else.
But see, hold on. But I told you guys this. I said there is a huge battle for the black community by the educated elite blacks, Tyler Perry, Oprah, and the blacks in the streets.
The hood niggas.
Yeah,
Monique. It's gonna always be that. It's gonna always be the elitists who want to. By the way, who want to pick and choose who they want to represent them. And Monique probably curses too much for Tyler and Oprah's liking.
And that's fine.
That's why I'm saying. Like, for instance, right? Okay. When I go to LA to work, right? When I go to LA to work, it's a different demographic of people.
Of course.
Which I gonna tell you. I'm a kid from the Virgin Islands. I can't totally be 100% kid from the Virgin Islands when I go to LA to work. You know what they're gonna say? He's difficult to work with.
So yeah, sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you
have to reform your situation.
And I said, by the way, you're right. And here's where Monique has got it fucked up. The problem with Monique having is that she's their peer, right? So we look up to Oprah and we look up to Tyler Perry because they was famous before. We watched them on TV. Yeah. Monique, they were her counterparts, right? It's important to say that these are her counterparts she's speaking with, and these are counterparts who got really wealthy, playing their game.
Playing their role.
And part of their game is stepping on certain people, and she was one of the people that got stepped on. And if I'm her, until you motherfuckers say my name, I'm going hard at everybody over there.
But it's like you said it on Shannon Sharp.
Hey, man.
You said it on here. You said it on the Oprah Winfrey. How many damn times you gonna say it and nothing's gonna change?
Until Tyler does something.
Man, next time.
Man, until you own your own
and that's
shit.
the problem,
Next
because
time.
y'all gonna keep letting that happen, and then now when it happens to somebody you know or someone you care about, then it's all of a sudden y'all.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Y'all
He don't fuck with you, go get a jack from somewhere
y'all
else.
saying that because y'all don't care for Monique or what she's doing.
Yeah,
it's easy for y'all to dismiss it.
See, here's the problem. The problem is that in our community is that we write off the smaller voices. If Tyler voice is bigger, we only with Tyler, and it's like, bro, like,
Nah, but I don't.
listen, I'm saying this. Monique has had a lot of success.
She has.
It's more about
Absolutely.
Tyler taking accountability for not being another one of those, turning into a monster that Hollywood has created.
So I got a question.
She's trying to do it for now.
I got a question. Do you guys expect accountability from every partner in every relationship that didn't work out? Sometimes you know that nigga was fucked up. Sometimes you know that person was a narcissist. They're not going to change. You move on.
No, I get that. But what if that person is still running the arena you're in? You got to. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hear you, bro. As someone who got blackballed for nothing, the way they play, I'm Monique.
Right.
I'm Monique. And by the way, if you go look at some of them artists that I work with, Brandon over at there, I still got their #1 record on Spotify right now. So you would think they need Ray, but they don't want Ray because Ray comes in with his mouth and he's not going to allow us to just do what we want. But whoever you have is, and that's why you're not winning. So to me, I feel like Monique is one of the most dynamic talents
Absolutely.
in this world.
You're not taking nothing away from
And people like Oprah and Tyler should be pushing her to the forefront because of how great her talent is, not because of how she irritates their spirit because of where they're from. That's my only issue. Let's go to John Wall.
So, John Wall announced his retirement from the NBA yesterday. Congrats to him. And not even 12 hours later, he is announced as the lead analyst. I'm talking about the lead analyst of NBA Prime. So now we have Blake Griffin as lead analyst. Now we have Udonis Haslam on ESPN with Stephen A. Carmelo Anthony on NBC. What happened to the journalists, bro? Can we keep our own roles? These niggas, we don't need to hear these niggas talking anymore, bro. Y'all played y'all game. Y'all made y'all millions of dollars. Stop getting in niggas' lanes, bro. That shit is foul as fuck, Ray. What do you think? Is it fair or foul that these niggas
Tell
keep
them
on
why
taking
you
our
mad,
spots, bro?
Toby.
Straight up.
I'm going to tell you something. It is fair foul. And let me tell you why it's fair. Because, see, it's like the podcast game. If you look at the podcast game, the guys that are winning, Nori, we knew Nori was before Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Joe Budden, we knew Joe Budden was before. Gilly, we knew who Gilly was before $1 Million Worth of Game. So that gave them a slight edge over everyone else in the market. And that's like, by the way, at one of the big podcasts, Rory and Mal, where do they know them from? Joe Budden, right? Everybody comes from somewhere, right? If you look at what's happening with I don't want to hear Mike Breen talk about basketball.
You don't want to hear bang! POP line say you don't want to hear that.
No. I want to hear that. But what I'm saying is that it's why I think our show works. Like I went to dinner last night with Mark Stewart, Tricky's brother, and he was like, I think your thing works because you're talking the way we talk. Yeah. I think the audience can tell when it's almost like listening for that lingo or that elevated lingo of someone knowing the game in a different way than you. I'm with you though, because I like, dog, I'm so tired of celebrities just walking in rooms, taking everything from everybody.
This shit's tiring, bro.
And that's why
I went to school for this shit, my nigga.
And Toby,
NBC, come hire me, bitch.
And Toby, guess what? And guess what? The way it's gonna go now is they'll hire you because you did this. You made yourself somebody. You're not sitting around with a application or looking at your resume, your CV for journalists.
All it is.
You out here competing. Yeah. That's all we can do. Now, like Joe Budden famously says, when they put the mic in front of you, we're gonna know who you really are anyway. So to me, it's
if he sucks, he's gonna suck on the mic.
And by the way, if he's great, he's great. Yeah. If he's a legend in that, he's just a legend in 2 games. Right. I'm a legend in 2 games now too.
Hello,
let's go. What are we talking about? What's
our last one?
Last one.
McDonald's finally, after all the uptick of prices, it announced McDonald's is dropping combo meal prices weeks after CEO admitted the menu has gotten too expensive and he's promised to fix it. Bro, hash browns is $2, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something.
I can't even get a cheap breakfast no more.
Hash brown is $2.59.
Nigga, what? Yes. One sing, not two.
One
hash brown, my nigga.
And
The
you
question is, why y'all eating McDonald's?
Hey, back up.
we're not gonna sit there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Back up.
Don't
You
do
ain't
that.
gotta do that.
I
know it's bad, but a Big Mac is a Big Mac.
Sometimes a Big Mac.
People buy it.
My nigga deli.
Sometimes,
My nigga deli.
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta,
Gotta do what you
People,
gotta do.
people get healthy and make fake Big Macs.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If you guys pay attention to what's happening now, prices are going down everywhere. I said this in Big Bang. I told this in Big Bang. I said, I'll tell you guys. Here's my theory. I think that the only way to counter inflation, like obviously you can have a 5-point plan, right, Brandon? Like the only way to really counter inflation is to just fire people. And the government fired 300,000 people. The government, think about that. 300,000 black women lost their job last month.
Crazy.
What happens when you lose your job? You usually got to sell what? When you lose your job, your house. Put your house for sale. Now, 20 people in the neighborhood put their house for sale.
White people moving that bitch.
No. Think about it. 20 people from the neighborhood put their house for sale. Now we're competing. Now it's a buyer's market.
Okay.
See, what happened was that from 2000, when the PPP loan and everything, it was a seller's market, and they were getting
Niggas ran it
rich
up.
as fuck.
Yeah,
You just got to know
Dog,
what side of the money to be on.
You got to exactly. I just left Lenox Mall. Nobody's there.
Oh, yeah. I remember
and also
during the
nobody's
pandemic,
there.
that shit was swamped.
Nigga, I remember sitting outside of Phipps Plaza.
Everybody
and
got saved up their money. It's good now.
Nigga.
Tight pants, wrestling outfits women wear.
Gunner outfits.
Walking in, buying Dior, and I was like, well, we know the PP money is
Right,
going.
we know that shit hit.
I can tell you now, you get everything on discount.
Yeah.
If you got some cash in your pocket,
Bro,
you can get everything on discount. This is the time.
Here's what made me hit me, Brandon. They said Trump fired 100,000 people in the government, and they was like, wow, I guess 100,000 houses in D.C. gonna go up for sale.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, 100,000 houses go up for sale. That means we're selling our houses for lower prices now.
Everything is on sale.
How do you make inflation come down? Think about this. If I got 1,000 people out here waiting to see the RAYDAR report, and they like, I got 100, I got 3. I'm letting in the highest bidders.
Bidder, of course.
But if we don't care, like,
But you see, you know the crazy thing in COVID time, when people were getting money, the market has to reset. People was overpaying for houses willingly.
Yeah, they really.
that's my
You
point.
had people paying 100, 200,000
and
over.
how do you stop it? You stop it by stopping the customer. Like I said, if we
Exactly.
had 1,000 people
Less
trying to come see
circulating
us,
dollars, yeah.
we're gonna take the highest bidder.
Drop them-
If we ain't got nobody coming, we asking for anybody to come.
Yep.
So what's happening right now is to McDonald's. By the way, what company? Think about this. What company announces we're lowering prices?
And when is it the biggest company in the world? And when is it the biggest company in the world?
Not in a commercial, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Not like we saw a commercial saying hash browns are 99
No,
cents.
they put this in the press.
The CEO said we need to drop prices, guys.
But
you know why they're
everybody
doing
been
it?
doing crazy
Let me
stuff.
tell you why they're doing that. Because people started staying home.
People ain't
That's
going.
one part, but look
They're
at
not
this
selling
too.
as many Big Macs as before. It's getting
was-
tiresome. It's getting
nobody-
hard to
that
pay
was
niggas.
one part.
It's getting hard.
I went into MCK. It's an Atlanta restaurant, popular
love it,
restaurant.
love it.
Nigga, I went there on a Friday at a Saturday 6 p.m.
Empty as fuck.
Nigga, it was 8 people in there. It was more people in there working than
Then
it
at
is
the restaurant, yeah.
eating.
But-
That's why.
I
And
say
you know
this.
what? Let me tell you something. My favorite spot. I ain't gonna call them out. But everybody know me. Know I DoorDash. I get my grits and catfish from my little spot. You know how much I was paying for grits and catfish up until this week?
How much?
$35.
Oh, hell no.
For the grits was
no.
18. Now grits and catfish at the same restaurant is 20.
Wow.
What do you think the grits is worse now? Or they just realized
Nah, they
you
do.
niggas ain't paying. Like my man Toby said, you niggas ain't spending no money. We lower
spending no
prices.
money.
Well, you
man.
know the thing is, it's crazy. At one point, everybody was overcharging.
Yes.
Now we ain't gonna speak about it. Look, I'm gonna show you a vibe. A banana is probably one of the cheapest fruits in the supermarket,
Go ahead.
right? It's 49 cents a pound for a banana. That means you could get about 3 bananas for about 49 cents. Why wouldn't you go to the smoothie shop and you get a acai bowl and you say, "Can I add some banana?" They charge you $3.99, bro.
I'm telling you, we're going through a great
$3.99. You
reset.
know
listen,
what
listen,
bananas I can get for $3.99?
We're going through a great
We're going
reset,
through a
and I keep
reset.
telling
I
everybody,
love
I'm like,
I
bro,
love it.
I just saw a friend of mine. I ain't gonna say his name on the internet crying about hard times. I'm telling you, every day
Everyone's
you're going to
going
see a
through it.
giant fall because everybody's out here fighting.
Everybody's
And
spending.
what I'm telling you is that what's going to happen is going to be the same thing happened in 2008. The market is going to crash.
Let me go reset.
Houses it's going to be too many houses on the market, and that's how they're going to have to, because the property value raises prices around everything. Because if
That's
the
what
house is $1
happened.
million, then we got $1 million income people living in the neighborhood. We could charge $3.99 for bananas at the
Facts.
smoothie shop.
But we don't got the
But we don't
millionaire
have
niggas
the
in the
millionaire, so
neighborhood
now
no
we're
more.
charging 49 cents like
Let's
we
get
normally
it.
would. Let's get it.
Hey,
So
man.
wait, question. So I saw that the main like top 1% or 3%, either way, like the wealth,
It's all in one area.
like half of the wealth now goes to those people.
The rich are just getting
Yeah.
richer and the
The
poor
rich
are
are
getting broke.
So what happens? Like, so they're clearly trying to get money from us all the time through companies, corporations. But like, what happens when they have all the money? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, at what point
You can
does
never
the
really
money
have
come
all
back?
the money,
And
but
Well, not
it's,
all of
no,
it.
no, no,
but
no,
I'm
So
saying,
you just
how
need
does
to
it
know
come
what
back?
side of the money to be on.
So that's why I think everybody's afraid of now. Because that's why I think what you just said is why I think billionaires are building bunkers.
Bunkers to protect.
Yeah.
Because they like, eventually they're gonna realize we got all the money
And
and
they
they're
coming
gonna
for
come
us.
for us.
Ooh.
No, that's why I think all these billionaires know.
I mean,
what's
just
about
for
to happen.
somebody to sell that narrative.
Huh?
It's just for somebody to sell the narrative.
Yeah, but
and
what
it
I'm saying is that
happens.
I think that
it's
you start
true, though.
listen. As a disciplined black man, no, I'm saying as a disciplined black man, when I'm out and about and I see undisciplined black man, I'm like, man, that dude's he's gonna feel that in 6 months. Yeah. What he just did, he doesn't know in
doesn't
6
know
months
it's gonna hurt.
he's gonna feel that. What's happening is rich people understand that 2020, 21, 22, that was the real wealth transfer. When everybody had money and all the stocks was going up, now it's just regulating. Now it's almost coming back down. But now, like you said, 50% of the wealth was transferred to the wealthiest because they didn't have nothing to do with their money. They had money.
They had
That's
money.
what I'm
They have
saying.
to
What
worry
do
about
they
it.
do with
I
it?
tell people all
Like,
the
how do
time,
they
why
give it
we
back to us?
They're not gonna give it back to
They're
us.
not gonna give it back to
Well,
us.
I mean, they do stuff like charity and everything, but I'm saying, like, what's the point of hoarding all that money?
You know what it
As
is?
a
though?
worker.
Hold on,
That's
hold
a
on,
rich
hold
nigga
on,
mentality.
hold on.
I can tell you.
Hold
I
on.
can
What
tell
if-
you because the point is that I got you. The point is that I can make the world what I want it to be now. So like if I'm a trillionaire, now Atlanta can look the way I want it to look.
Facts.
I
So
got
they're,
more.
I
they're
can
giving
live
the
in
money,
Atlanta where
they're
I
giving
wanna
the money
live.
to countries.
No,
like
they're using their money
For what? To benefit their lifestyle.
To
What
benefit
they
their
want, they
lifestyle,
want.
like how all the billionaires are going to Austin now because like it's,
Elon's over there, everyone else over
like
there, yeah.
Joe Rogan's there, like it's like they just
They're
just
building
move
their own
out,
community, bro.
Like
But what can we do?
You can't do shit.
Make better decisions.
hold on. Here we go. Let me tell you what we can do.
Make better decisions.
What we can do.
That's a terrible.
No. Once again, he's speaking from someone who hasn't done it. What he doesn't know is he's doing it now. Now, in front of this camera, you're establishing Why Toby the brand. You're putting Why Toby name in the hat every day. And you put it in every day, and then eventually they start knowing your name everywhere you go. And now Why Toby can get the same opportunities they could get. And that's what you're
I didn't
doing.
look at it
We're
like
not
that. You're right.
complaining about. We're complaining on camera at least. At least we get views while we complain. At least people see us complaining. I was like,
Most people are doing that in the comfort of the bedroom.
yeah.
and
So for me,
not-
like this is what we're doing. Like all you can really do is this.